Hey there. Good morning. It's a Sunday, it's snowing out, which is really annoying, if I'm being honest. But I was doing a little meal prep, at least getting my first breakfast ready for the week ahead. And I figured I would hop on here, and for those of you doing the protein boost challenge, I figured this would just be a good way to, again, just give you guys some examples of how I hit my protein goals each day. So I'm gonna make my overnight oats. Now, I've been eating these oats, this particular flavor profile. I'm gonna make my apple cinnamon overnight oats. I've been eating these since the fall, right? Fall came about and I'm like, you know what? I need some like fallish flavors. And I figured out this apple cinnamon oats combo, really good. And I've been eating it probably 90% of the time since September. And I guess that's one tip I can give you guys is start getting comfortable with eating the same foods all the time. Find recipes you like, and then just repeat them. Right, it just makes things a lot easier. Takes away some decision. Just takes away another decision you have to make. It's grab and go. It just takes. As you can see here, it'll take about 10 minutes for me to make these. So I just figured I'd come on here and show you guys. I had already started. I have the secret weapon to this, so I'm just gonna make all 5 servings in one bowl, and then divvy it out to individual containers, and then I'll have my 5 breakfasts ready to go. So the key to this recipe, is that backwards? Cinnamon bun. Cinnamon flavored whey protein. We don't have this at the gym per se, but let us know, we can order it. This is so good. I use this in these oats. I've used it to bake like protein muffins, and I've used it in pancakes. I've used it in like banana bread. Like, this is good stuff. So yeah, let us know if you want to try this out, and we can order some to have at the gym for you guys. So got my protein powder in. You can certainly do this with like measuring cups and whatnot. I found I like to measure everything just with a food scale. I don't know. To me, it's simpler. But yeah, you can certainly use measuring spoons and measuring cups for this and everything. So, all right. So it's about 100 grams of protein powder in there. Next, I'm gonna just go with oats, just regular old-fashioned oats. And I just do a serving of oats, 40 grams, half a cup, 40 grams. So I'm gonna measure out 200 grams of oats. And it's easy, you just dump, mix it up, and then divvy it up. 200 grams. I got that. Chia seeds are next. Chia seeds are great for healthy fats. They got a bunch of fiber in them, and it's good for texture. So I just do 10 grams. 10 grams is about a tablespoon. 10 grams each serving of chia seeds. So I'm going to measure out 50 grams. Let's see if I can talk and do this at the same time without messing things up. All right, so I have my protein powder, I have my oats, I have my chia seeds. I think that's it for the dry ingredients. Next, I'm gonna go with the milk next. So I make this with just 2% milk. I think, let me think about the final recipe. So each serving here will end up being, I think it's a little over 400 calories, and it has I think it's close to 40 grams of protein. Now, that works for my goals. If 400 plus calories doesn't work for your goals currently, you can certainly adjust this recipe to be a little bit fewer calories. You could do that by using skim milk. Skim milk will take away some calories, or almond milk. Almond milk would reduce it even more. Same thing with the yogurt here coming up here. You can always use low-fat yogurt, no-fat yogurt. A lot of different ways to kind of play with this for it to reach your goals. So it's just a half a cup of milk per serving, so that comes out to about 600 grams I'm going to weigh out of my 2% milk. And if you wanted to even boost it even more protein, you could use the Fairlife. To me, regular milk is just fine. Fairlife will have about 5 grams more per cup. And look at that. Perfect. A little bit over, but that's all right. All right, so I have the protein powder, I have the chia seeds, I have the oats, I have the milk yogurt. Now, normally I just use plain. I've been using 2% Faye yogurt, the big ones that you get from Costco. But there was mold in it this morning, so I had to toss it, and I'm just going to use this. Again, you can play around with whatever yogurt you want. And it is, I'm going with 50, it's about a half a cup of yogurt or so. Again, I use a scale, so I'm going to measure out. Let's see, 50 times 5 is 250 grams of yogurt. Let's hope I have enough yogurt in this container here. Again, I wasn't intending on using it. I think we're good here. We are going to be good. All right, so there I have it. I got my giant bowl of oats. I'm just going to get a spatula and mix it. Let's see here. Can you guys see this? Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me do this. I don't do this a lot, so there's probably a better way to do this with the camera and whatnot. So yeah, like you can see how quick this is. Now all I have to do is divvy it up into 5 different containers. And it's good to go for the week. I eat 2 breakfasts. As you know, I get up really early, so I eat once at 4:30 a.m. and then another around 8 or 9 o'clock. Oh, last thing, apples. Just gonna chop up some apple. I'll put that in the container first, and then, like I said, I'm just gonna divvy this up into the different containers, and it's good to go for the week. I'm all about quick and simple and easy and convenient. There is an overnight oats recipe in your challenge guide. It's a berry one, I believe. But again, you can play around with the fruits. You can play around with the yogurt, the flavor profile, the spices and whatever in it. I've done these with pumpkin instead of apple. I'll put a scoop of pumpkin puree in there. So, yeah, if you haven't had these overnight oats, they're really good. They're filling. They're very filling. Good amount of fiber. If you're struggling to hit your protein goals, it can be a really good way to work towards that. Also, I talked about eating for my goals. If you don't know how much you should be eating, again, there's a couple ways. If you look in your challenge resource guide, there's a hand portion guide, and that goes all through that. It gives you a really good rough estimate. You don't have to do any calorie counting or measuring. Check that out. Or if you kind of want more specifics on that, and again, it'll be a hand portion method. We can create for you your own personalized nutrition guide based on your goals. There's a handful of you who have taken advantage of that. I did that a month or two ago. It tells you, first off, you will just take a little survey. It'll ask some things, what your goals are, you know, your current height, weight, whatever. And then based on that, it'll tell you how much to eat, how much protein you need to eat. It'll give you the specific amount of calories you need to reach your goal, whether that's fat loss, muscle gain. Maybe you just want to feel better and make sure you're eating enough. That is available to you guys for free. So I did about 75 grams of apple in that. Yeah, so I don't want this to be too long here. I'm gonna put this recording up on our school page, so anybody can take a look, and hopefully, you know, this gives you guys some ideas. I think a lot of people are just looking for ideas. Watch me cut myself on live TV here. A lot of people I talk to seem to be just, you know, everybody's tired from work and kids, like another decision to make of what to eat, and tired of the same things. So hopefully throughout these 3 weeks here of the challenge, I can kind of help give you guys some different ideas and to switch it up a little bit. Got my other apple here. Yeah, I think that's probably it. I wanted to talk about tracking. So I currently track my food using an app. I weigh and measure it. A lot of times you may think that tracking is only for, you know, someone who wants to lose weight, which it is. It's a really good tool to use for that, but it doesn't have to be just for that. I do it to make sure I am eating enough of the right things, right? The protein, the carbs, the fat, for my goals. It ensures I'm not going over that. It ensures I'm not eating too little. So it just keeps me accountable. And you do it long enough and it just becomes second nature. So if you're interested in learning more about tracking, can certainly help with that. So yeah, we use an app called Chronometer. Benefits over that, to say something like MyFitnessPal, is the database. Now, MyFitnessPal certainly has a very large database of foods. So when you scan, actually, well, that's another thing. Now you have to pay for the scanner on MFP. Chronometer, it's included in the basic version. But all those entries on MyFitnessPal are user entered, and there's no process for ensuring that they're correct. So you could be relying on, you know, Susie from West Virginia to have correctly put in, you know, whatever food it is that she entered in. You're trusting Susie from West Virginia, or Steve from West Virginia, or Steve from Delaware. Anyway, so a lot of times, again, you're relying on others to ensure that the information you're putting in is correct, and a lot of times it isn't. But Chronometer, each entry that you submit, if something's not in their food database, it has to go through an approval process. So it ensures that the information is there. The information in there is factually correct. So, all right. So I got all my containers with my apples in it. I have my giant bowl of oats. Those chia seeds start to absorb all the liquid, and yeah, this will be my breakfast. First breakfast. I eat 2 breakfasts. Oh, a couple other things. You know what? It's been too long. I'm going to save that for another video. Anyway, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go get a workout in And then, yeah, Sunday. So the new week starts now. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. We're here for you. If you're not signed up for the challenge yet, it'd be a good idea. I think it'll be a good one here. So, all right, we'll see you at the gym.